Greetings everyone, my name's FlareBlitzed and welcome to Time is Solid here. A long yellow hallway, floating head who talks of monster trucks and places in between. A painting, three aplenty, each with someone in need of moving on. Okay, so are we in a yellow submarine then? You gotta like video if you know what I'm talking about there. We all live in the yellow submarine. A critical video game studies game, a concept by the credits at the beginning. Lovely. Very yellow as well, yellow and black. Does it sting like a bee? Dylan, Luke, Open Gan. So it's like a university project then. That's pretty cool. This game contains features of sudden disturbing imagery sounds, domestic abuse and violence. So you best heed the warning of this game, unless of course you're really curious and you're not affected by the content advisory being given there. You don't know where or who you are, so yeah. We always venture into these adventures with the idea that we have no idea of who we are, then at the end we discover our identity and how much we really did not want to discover ourselves. However, a small voice begins to call to you from within. It says what? Oh, walk around using the arrow keys or the mouse. Yes, because this is RPG Maker MV, and JavaScript enables mouse control. Interact with objects using the spacebar or the mouse. Access a menu or go back by using the escape key or by double tapping. Okay, one thing to point out, and which is nice to the player for your university assignment, is that you're giving the player controls at the start of the game. I like that. Also, where are the save points in the game? Unless you have no fear of dying. There is a painting here. Lovely, there's a painting here. Okay, so not really any description of said painting when you interact with it. Let's see, let's go up this. This is another paint. There's a painting here. Okay, so it's a little bit copy and paste here and there, but that's okay. There's a painting here. Let's go down the stairs. And oh, I feel like there could be something here. Although it is mentioned that there are hidden secrets which change the way you see the world, or its world. It, as in like this thing, does not have like a human semblance, or it's like a deity of sorts, so it refers to it as like it, as in like the one, or something like that. I feel like that's what the developers are trying to converse through. And this thing here... Let's see. Also, when I started the game, it was particularly loud. Hello. Hello again. You look like a foot with those 3 or 4 toes at the end there. Where your chin is. Hello again. I see you found your way from the entrance. It's a shame, but many a soul have gotten lost in our lobby alone. No matter. The name's Charon, mate. Like a Greek god or something like that. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Ah, look at you. The strong silent type. Look here, you know. Name me one RPG Maker horror protagonist that talks. Okay, maybe the one from Pocket Mirror does. And I say one because their name is like a spoiler. 'Tis a shame. Thought I would have someone to keep me company. But there's more important things, I guess. Sometimes it's nice just to talk to somebody. Even though they don't respond back, it's just nice for them to lend an ear. I should get to why you're here. See, I got word, and now I'm not sure if it came from upstairs or downstairs per se. But I got word that these paintings need cleaning. Cleaning as in like wash the dirt of it, or clean as in like cleansing the impurity from the paintings. And look, I don't want to do the work myself. Are you being lazy? Is that what you're doing? Is Charon lazy when he was in his mythical life? So it's a damn miracle you came along. See, it has been... You can't count how long it's been. It's been that long. Well, about 70 years since I've seen someone. That is a long time. That is what you call like 30,000 days or something, or a little bit less than that. So let's just say your work will be very much appreciated. Well, what you just staring at me for? Oh, I see. You want me to save your game, right? Yes, please. You're talking to a character in front of you, or a character that is looking at you right now from the other dimension. I can do that for you. Yes, please. And there you go. What else could you want? Some context, please. Ho ho ho. Blah. So you can talk, huh? See, to answer your question, mate, I gotta think. Think hard. Are you that thinker statue? And that requires effort. And effort is something which you don't have? So you haven't really done anything for me at this point. Clear some of the paintings and then it'll be a different story. A different story on the paintings, or will you be able to provide me with a context that I'm looking for? Remember, I'm always here if you gotta save, or if you're lonely. Hey, there's nothing to laugh about when it comes to loneliness. It is a horrible thing to suffer through. Let's see. Explain the controls. Well, let's see. Walk around using the arrow keys or the mouse, and interact with objects using the spacebar or the mouse. When you want to access a menu or go back, do that by using the escape key or by double tapping on the mouse. I just want to see what the control commands are from a different perspective. Talk to me! Well, gosh. You can't expect me to start blabbering on to you about something in return. Why don't you clean some of those paintings, then have a little chat? You know what? Fine. Although you didn't specify which paintings, so I'm going to start from the top and I'm going to work my way down to the bottom and eventually to our new best friend. I try to put a V rather than a B in there. Also, I don't have anything to clean said painting with. Unless we just have the tools with us to be able to clean said stuff with. Okay, that's really impure there, the red fire. If it's yellow fire, then that's better. That's like a holy fire or something like that. I'm not too sure. No, wait, white and blue is like holy fire because it's hotter. Talk to me again. So I need to... There's a painting here. Would you like to clean it? Okay, so it's these ones that need cleaning. Whoa. Excuse me? That is a passage into the other world. Yes, please. Okay, so you can go out of it, though. Hi. Hello. Who are you? I don't know. I see. Well, how do I say it? That makes two of us. See? As for me, my name is... I forgot. How embarrassing. Anyway, I have been having a problem, for I cannot remember what that problem was. Do you also have a Greek mythology name, dear miss? Oh, I see now. The problem is that I forget things, and I forgot which one's the one I need to say. Well, I do remember something. Behind me lies a maze, which is something especially cruel for someone like me. Can never seem to make it far, but for some reason I really want to find what lies at the center of it. Now I forgot exactly why, but you seem to have the go-getter attitude necessary for such a task. So, could you please help me? Tell me what awaits for me there. I'll wait right here, as to not disturb you or anything. Well, it's not like you can get out of your chair, lady. Unless, of course, you are standing steadfastly on those 2 feet of yours. Right. I definitely am. Am I Zack from another lifetime? Fine, there's a maze in here. What does it say? There's a note here. It reads, "Forgive me, Ava, for I will see you on the other side. E." E? And I wonder if that lady back there is called Ava. Maybe that's just a bit too easy to try and deduct immediately. And I don't know if his music is copywritten either. What about these notes over here? There's a note here. It reads, "I love you more than anything else in this world. E." E is the author of these, but also the spotted figure probably looks like us if we take our mask off. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I think that is who we are. The spotted individual there. Now this one, there's a note here. It reads, "This is Mr. Karabakian. You have found him, or perhaps he has found you. We both found each other simultaneously. E. If we both meet head on, then it just comes to shove of your reaction timing. Whom of which discovered whom first?" If that made any sense. Right, let's go down here then and read the imaginary note. I call it imaginary because there isn't one there. Right. Anywhere else we can go in this maze? Right, there's a note here. Oh, there's a note here. The text next to it has been censored. I wonder if that's... Not sure if that is some kind of like... I forgot what that like language is called. It's dots and dashes. I've forgotten the language that is in, but they used it... Oh, the Enigma code or something like that. But I've forgotten the actual language name itself. It's a way to be able to communicate without the enemy knowing what you're saying. You know, it's a really handy tool if you don't want the enemy to find out what you're doing. Otherwise they can plan ahead. And be like, "How the hell did you know we're up to this?" It's because we decrypted your message. And we know exactly what to do. And where to place our men. Anyways, enough about that. Is there any other path around here, or is that it for this side? I feel like that is it, unless we go this way instead. Have we read this one already? No, we haven't. There's a note here. It reads, "I hate you more than anything else in this world, E." There's a duality going on here, unless this E author is writing about two different people. But in that case, that's totally understandable. Although, if it is just one person, then there is some kind of multiple personality complex sort of thing. Multiple personality disorder? There's a note here. It reads, "Those voices, did you hear them? The ants, did you see them? E. Well, I heard the voices, but no such ants I can remember. Although there's always little creepy crawlies going around your head every now and then. Electrons, protons, I forgot what the other one's called. There's a note here. That's one thing for sure. Your thoughts cannot be trusted anymore. E. What are you trying to say? And also, what order do these notes go in, actually? But surely there's a chronological order in which the story goes through. It reads, "Those nights we spent together. You remember them, don't you? E." So I think the hate you more than anything in the world sort of thing was either at the beginning or at the end. It's not an in-between sort of thing, because the others are a bit more positive when it comes to the whole emotions behind the story itself. We've read all those notes, now let's see what's within here. Hi. What the blank are you doing in here? I'm cleaning a painting. Painting? What in Sam hell are you talking about? Look, I'm the guy who built this dear maze, see? And what you're doing right now, well, is blanking it up, right? So I'm gonna need you to turn around to where you came from and let me work in peace. Why? You young people. Always with the questions. I wish to God I wasn't dead right now, because if I was, good sir, I strangle you with both of my hands. You're dead? Don't act like you're surprised by it, kid. Everyone here has kicked the bucket, just some more so than others. And I unfortunately happen to be among those more so folk. Listen, I don't even think I'm real. The real me is about 1,000 miles that away, playing fiddle with the man downstairs, if you know what I mean. I don't, and if I get an inkling towards what you're trying to tell me, then I don't want to think about it. But that doesn't mean that the me that's here can't have some fun. See, when I was alive and kicking, I had the misfortune of living with my wife for those last 50 odd years. It wasn't like she was bad or anything either, but you know, even if you have fillet, I don't know what that is, for dinner every night, you start hankering for something else. But it's fine. Came up with ways to entertain myself. You see, though I passed before my wife, her brain went first. And here's the kicker, I got quite the rise out of it. You horrible man. When it began, I started writing notes and drawings all around the house, see. Some were nice, but some were not, all were cryptic. So you're the author of all these notes? They were poison to her addled brain, but she read them all the same. Soon she would forget which ones she read and which ones she hadn't. Eventually drove her mad. I stopped writing them not long after. My job was done. Aren't you horrific? Boy, the fun I would have. Watching her wander the house, go up the stairs, read my note, then down again, and do the same thing. Now I got to do the same, but bigger and better. If I have it my way, she'll be wandering this maze for eternity. What a cruel man you are. Pretty great, am I right? I'm stopping this. Well, what are you gonna do about it? Listen, I may not know about this place. Much about this place, but I know this. It's for people who can't move. That blank, God bless her soul, still loves me, and have fun trying to convince her to stop. In my 50 years of treating her how you would expect I did, even I couldn't manage that. Stockholm Syndrome? Plus, for her to move on, she would have to remember what is happening, right? Not to mention, if you convince her to get out of limbo, I'll be trapped here forever, alone. So don't do it if you have even a smidgen of sympathy for little old me. But I shouldn't worry much. There's a fat chance you'll be able to change anything. I'm just gonna sit here and continue working on making this maze even bigger. Then you do that. Then you do that while we're able to fathom out what's going on here. Although we're gonna have to tell her. Let's just keep out there. There's a pot there. Cracks wall there. You can go ahead and give it your all, Buster. I'm gonna continue working on making this maze even bigger. These are really unusual, unique creatures, to say the least. I'm not going to say you're ugly or anything like that, because I made it ugly to you, so therefore I wouldn't judge. Never judge somebody from their cover, only what they do to you. Then you can judge, because they've done an action to make you judge, rather than what they look like to judge. Hi. Did you do it? Did you reach the center of the maze? Oh, is that us all the time? Yes. I knew you could do it. I am so proud of you. Well, tell me, what was there at the center, your husband? Oh, really? I don't remember much, but I can never forget my unending love for Elias. What did he say to you? Now here's a moral question. Do you say the truth and go for the middle path, or do you create a false sense of freedom, or a false sense of happiness by saying that one? He's toying with you. Is he really? So all those notes then, both before and after he was getting a rise out of my plight. Why would someone do that? I have shown him nothing but love. Some people are evil, clearly so. I just feel silly, you know. I did so much for him, for so long, and now the egg is on my face. You can move on now. You know what? You're right. That'll show him, more than anything. I don't see a purpose in staying any longer now. Maybe it's my memory, but the thought of just leaving this place behind never occurred to me. But now it seems like the best thing to do. Thank you, little one. You helped me realize a lot of things. Things that I had long convinced myself were impossible to work out. And most of all, thank you for being honest with me. Honesty is the best policy. Honesty is always the best policy. Sugarcoating something or lying about something is eventually going to lead up to discovering the truth, and therefore you lied then. Let's see. Ho ho ho. Looks like you managed to help Ava move on. Congrats, buddy. Though it seemed that it was just a maze stroll and a heart-to-heart. I'm a tad embarrassed I didn't do the job myself. Nevertheless, the amount of work you saved me is commendable, to say the least. I know you must be chomping at the bit to hear about what's happening to you, so I decided to field some pre-approved questions from you. Now, you've only cleaned one painting, so I'll be too loose-lipped. But you should feel free to talk to me if you want to learn about what's going on. And if you hunger for more info, there's always those other two paintings. Now, what can I help you with? Save my game, please? Sure thing, boss. Ah, you say boss. Talk. Okay, let's talk, little man. For now, these are my pre-approved conversation topics. Charon's favorite food. Monster trucks. My favorite food. I don't have a favorite food. In fact, I don't know anything about food. It just sounded like a nice thing for someone to ask me about. Do you mind telling me about food? Let's see. I will tell him about tacos. A rolled pancake of maize with delectable filling underneath. It sounds good, but I'm not sure if that would be my favorite. Talk about another kind of food. What about meatloaf? My. A good piece of chopped animal bits arranged in bread form. This truly is the ultimate all-around eating experience. I'll be proud to call that my favorite food. Talk. Let's see. We'll go on to monster trucks in a little bit. I just want to see his reaction, or its reaction, since it's, well, a deity is an it in its own ways. Although, then again, if I place something as it sounds like an automaton. Dumplings. A moist ball of filling. Sometimes flesh, sometimes vegetables, and wrapped neatly in a flour water wrapper. Sounds good, but I'm not sure if that would be my favorite. Let's see. Let's get right into burgers. Delectable slice of ground chuck, nestled between vegetable rounds and puffy loaves. It sounds good, but I'm not sure if that... Okay, so you're definitely set on having meatloaf as your favorite, if I think about all of this. So, meatloaf it is. Right, pizza. A discus of dough, filled as it is with meats and cheeses. Not sure if that's your favourite. Well then, I will settle with the meatloaf. Monster trucks! There's a monster trucks. I know jack about them. I would certainly know nothing of grave. Okay. With this 540 cubic inch Merlin 1450 horsepower engine and 2-speed transmission, or the fact that it can often steal the show from my personal favourite Overkill Evolution. Chance seems to know more about monster trucks than he is letting on exactly. It seems like he's telling a little bit of a lie there. Right, save. Sure thing, boss. Next up, this painting. There's a painting here. Would you like to clean it? Absolutely. Ooh. Now we're somewhere underwater. There's a drainage pipe here. What about this? There's an intercom here. What about this over here? There's a keypad here. And this over here is a drainage pipe. Hi. Hello? A voice is speaking to you over the intercom. Hello? Who is this? Hello, hello? I'm just messing with you. This is a recording. Listen, you. I have designed this place with full intention of keeping people out. I take the very fact that you're standing here as a failure. A big one. But there's nothing I can do about that now. Except this. Behold! My super mega awesome security system. See, I've found a way to only let my loved ones through here. Not to say that anyone has been visiting lately, but that doesn't matter. Look, to get to me, you'll have to answer riddles. Hard ones. Thank you. Whoever you are, there's no way you're getting through. I bet you're real scared right now. Well, I'm not going to hold it in any longer, so here's the first riddle. You ready? Yeah, this is stupid. Well, it doesn't matter if you're ready or not. So here's the riddle. This someone is my grandma's child and my grandpa's child as well. But they are nobody's son. Who is this someone? The grandmother's child and the grandpa's child, but there is someone who is my grandma's child and my grandpa's child as well, but they are nobody's son. None of the above. I was thinking like orphan or something like that. Uncle, mother, father. These three are within the same household. Fine then. My painting and my doll cost 1,500 in total. The painting costs 1,000 more than the doll. Okay. Input your answer. I'll do that. 2,500. Yes, please. It's none of the above. It's literally none of the above. Now I don't know about what you're trying to tell me. Right, let's go to this painting then. Because that one's just... It just seems like the paintings are in... Well, the riddles are intentionally made to be hard. So I need to solve them in order. There's only a certain amount of riddles it can provide, so therefore we will be able to get them right eventually. No matter how hard you try, you can't seem to clean it just yet. Yeah, they all go in order. What the... Okay, so you just intentionally get them wrong. Intercom here, keypad there. Hello there, hello! If you're listening to this, that means you made it through the first room. I have no clue how you did that. You must be either really smart or the person I'm looking for. Because could you be her? And whatever, enough of that. We are moving on to the next riddle. Are you ready? Of course you are. Now here it is. A cloud is my mommy, the wind is my papa. When I grow up, streams and rivers will be sons of my own. And I guess that makes fruit and vegetables my daughters. When I die, you find me in the dirt. That's if I die, though. Remember, input your answer in the keypad to the left of the door. Yes, I understand that. Cloud is my mother, wind is my father. So, you are water, then. Yes. Double dipping. I would say water, but we've only got 5 things to input in. Yeah. I'm not sure what I am then. Maybe, actually, life. That could be it. Give life to these sort of things. I know. There's a big person, little person. Little person's a big person's son. But the big person is not the little person's father. Who is... Again, I'm thinking like... orphan, but that's not it. Family... Family... I know I'm going to get it wrong again, but that's the only thing I can think of. Like, usually when I get to, like, hard riddles, it's annoying, but these are, I think, intentionally made to be hard so that you always get them wrong each and every time. It appears that after getting the wrong answer twice, Intercom has run over recordings of the door unlocks itself. You decide to swallow your pride and move on. That is absolutely fine. And there are eyes within the background, and what's this? It appears there's a hammer here. Would you like to pick it up? Absolutely. Within this hall of blood, room of blood, something with blood. For you, there's a note here. What appears to be a metal panel. It reads, for you. Looking at the metal panel appears to be nailed down quite tightly. Would you like to use the back of your hammer to remove the nails? Absolutely. And there we go, there's some tiny writing there. It looks like there's a message written in very tiny script beneath the panel. No matter how hard you try, you aren't able to read it. Then we need a magnifying glass in order to read that. I'm not gonna lie, I think that's the first thing that comes to my head. There's a photo here with a note. What about me? It reads, you. What about me? It appears the frame is fastened to the back with nails. Yes, I would like to use the hammer, thank you very much. I hate you, I love you. For some reason, there looks to be a grabber that was hidden in the painting. You decide to take it. Yay, you obtained a grabber! A stick of sorts. What will you use this grabber for? And we don't even have an item inventory. Oh, there's something in here actually. There's a drainage pipe here. And you can see something hidden deep inside of it. We'll use the grabber. With the grabber, you should be able to get it. Reach in the drainage pipe. Yes, please. Your grabber closes around a cold and slick metal object. And we have... I foresaw it. I knew I needed a magnifying glass for this. There's a note here and a message in small script. It reads, for you. And look at the tiny one. It seemingly cannot be read without visual aid. Sorry. Would you like to use your magnifying glass to read the text? Absolutely. And it reads, you are barely able to make out the words. It reads, the password is 6174. I love you. Right, 6174. That is, without a question or shadow of doubt, the correct answer to this. The intercom is mysteriously silent. Fine then. Hey you. This isn't recording anymore. You're talking to the real me. Unless it's still a recording. I want to be honest with you. There are no riddles anymore. This door is going to stay locked. I'm sorry. But if you are who I hope you are, let this be a puzzle like the ones we always did. Please, come rescue me. Yes, you're about to see the number input screen. 6174. The door unlocked. Oh, you got anything to say about that? There's no noise coming from that. Okay. This is a big ass room. And when there's a big ass room, you expect there to be a boss fight of sorts. Or at least that's what I think there is. I didn't even read out text. Hi, you. You're not her, aren't you? But the one in front of you is. That's okay, though. Because I have the real her right here. Look, look. Hi, that's a doll. Yeah, that's a doll. Who is her? She's... I had a feeling, Sonny, like you would come. You want to pull me out of this place, right? Tell me, why are you here? To clean your painting. Clean my... what now? Well, whatever your reason, I'm staying put right here, planting my feet right down. See, I've unfinished business in this river. And I'm going to stay as long as it takes for me to deal with it. Well, what happened? Listen, mister. As you may know, I really like puzzles. Love to death. This love came from someone very special in my life. My mother. Every Sunday she would sit me in her lap and we would do the crossword together. Not to mention those checkers games or big jigsaws that would take up our entire floor. Our favourite game, though, that was Marco Polo. You know, the one where you both get in the water and one calls out Marco, the other says Polo, you gotta find each other. Some people wouldn't call it a puzzle, but those people are losers. It totally is one. Playing it in the big river downhill from our house, there's nothing better to do. I'd say in a swimming pool it's not really a puzzle, but when it's like in an environment where there's a lot of ground to cover, it is a puzzle. And then one day... I would say keep pursuing the truth and let him try and give it to us, but we don't want to be too pushy. Is everything okay? Not really. But I want to. I want to let you know about this. Then one day I wanted to play Marco Polo and start all the way at the bottom of the river. I was so far away, it was a miracle I could still hear my mum's voice. It took me half an hour to even get close. But when that happened, when I went up the river, my mum's voice changed. Or maybe I was not hearing it right the whole time. It sounded like my dad's voice. Now I don't think that was a big issue, so those riddles you were going on about, they had to have some sort of relationship with you, or at least a part of this universe. My dad, I saw him sometimes. He seemed nice. But yes, as I got closer I realized it was my dad. Why do you say it rather than he? I don't know. I got up right next to him and opened my eyes. I asked him where Mum was and he said, with her new friend. Oh dear. I asked what he meant. He said I would see her soon anyways. Then he grabbed my arms, grabbed them real hard. I could feel his nails. I asked him what he was doing there, and he said, relax, it's just a game. Then he pushed me under the water and held me down there for a really long time. You call that a game? That's what you call drowning. A really, really long time. In that moment, I thought of the darkest things. I thought of the games I played before and the ones I would never get to play. I thought of my mama, but most of all I couldn't stop thinking about my dad's eyes. They were wide open, but he was staring right through me. It's like he was daydreaming, thinking about a place far, far away. And then just like that I woke up here. It was lonely at first, but now I have her. And my puzzles. Just like I used to. Now the only thing left is to wait for my real mama. Then we'll start playing together and pick up where we left off. That is why you can't make me leave this place. This newest puzzle of mine has yet to come to an end. I can help you move on. Can you? Can you really? I just can't see how I can leave when my papa is still out there with those eyes of his. I don't know why, but the thought of that, it makes my skin crawl. And my mama. I miss her. Miss her a lot. Can I just wait here for them so I can sort things out? You will see her again. Really? Is there a place after this where I can do that? Absolutely. But that makes me happy. Listen, mister. I think I've decided it now. I'm gonna leave all this. Leave it all behind. There's better places for me to be. And I think that, well, me staying here, staying all mad and sad, I would think that is what my papa wanted all along. So don't do that. I shouldn't let him control me like that, exactly. Well, that should be it. Mister, I can't thank you enough. Lovely. And this doll, right? Oh, but doll just went. I've been left behind this very nice looking tree. Although if it drops coconuts, and it's not as nice. I'm not a fan of coconuts. I don't like the taste of coconuts, I'm not gonna lie. So that room has eyes. This room doesn't have eyes. Oh, there's the doll. It appears the doll from before has moved into this room somehow. Its mouth is beginning to move. What are you saying? The doll isn't moving anymore. It's almost like it had life, but now it doesn't. Sad for the doll. Hello. Ho ho ho. Looks like you managed to help the little one move on. I must say, I didn't think you had it in you. That kid was a real sob story. Glad I didn't have to get involved. You know, I'm uncomfortable around that kind of stuff. But anyway, you really took a load off my shoulders by doing that. I'm feeling like we could be very good friends. And you know what friends do for each other? They talk to one another. Save the game. That's right. They give exposition. I think it's finally time I begin to tell you what's going on. So feel free to talk to me about it. But first of all, I want my game to be saved. Talk to you. Who Charon is? This is certainly an interesting question to ask. Let me put it this way. Maybe in another life, the Charon you know would be the captain of a boat. Not a big boat, mind you. I can't say I'm a freighter kind of guy, but maybe a canoe. A long one. And on this canoe, I take people around, bring them where they need to be. I feel like that sums it up pretty well. Talk about this place. Yeah, could ask the same question myself. Look, I do know this. There is an upstairs and a downstairs in this world. But if you noticed, when you came in, you were sent every which way. Down, up, and down again. See, this place, it's somewhere in between. It's for people whose fates are somewhat hard to decide. No endless hellfire, and no heavenly banquets either. It's no wonder a place like this is so stock still. A little boring if you ask me. Well, time is still here, or it's just rock solid. It will not move. Right, that's both of those questions out of the way. Actually, we'll save first. We'll do that. We will do the do there. Now let's move on. Hoy. That painting over there is a dangerous one. I would stay with me before you head in. Lest you risk losing everything. I've already done that. Let's see. Clean it, absolutely. Whoa. Some of these things are really horrific. There's a placard on the wall. In the middle of this place, you will find the emergency generator. Your journey begins there. See. Oh no, and we can't even run in this place. That's no good. So, oh, hold on. There's a pile of trash here. It is too dark to see what's inside of it. There's blood there. I don't know, I was expecting some kind of object to kill me there. There's a locker here. Would you like to rummage around inside of it? Yes, please. Ah, it's a door of sorts. It appears the lockers on each side of the wall were connected, and you emerge on the other side. Okay, lovely. Let's try investigating the rest of this place then, which is what I hope to intend to do. Although it could be a passage so that avoids a particular kind of death. There's a bell up there of sorts. There's a locker here. Yes, please. We go to there. So there's shortcuts. But also I think it's going to be a way in order to traverse through all this when we come back to here so that, well, we won't die. Because I feel like there's going to be a monster that's going to be faster than us, but we can use these lockers to make our journey shorter. But also as well to delay the arrival of the monster itself. I think that's what's happening here. There's going to be a big chase scene. And that chase scene begins when we activate the emergency generator. Not that one. Let's see. Anything else to take on board? Nothing there. Nothing there. Blood there. So these are... Oh, hold on. It looks like you need a keycard to get in. Okay, so we need to go in there first. Oh, when you unlock it, you brush past a small plastic object. Ah, keycard. Lovely. We did it. We did it. We unintentionally got the keycard. And what's in here? This appears to be a generator of some sort. Not yet. Let's see what this says. There's some notes on the floor. This room kept killing my cleaners, so I had a bright idea to deal with it myself. Never doing that again. The blank sealed himself away behind a door that needs 4 keys. 4 keys! And as if that wasn't enough, there's a monster out there. I barely made it past out of a painting alive. So you, dear reader, proceed with caution. Learn his movements. Rummage in the junk for his 4 keys while the monster is at bay. And you might just make it through with all your bodily functions intact. C. Who is this C? And also, do we need to put the generator on? Because it sounds like that would activate the monster itself. We could just rummage through the trash without activating the monster. Although, then again, that might be not a thing that can be viable. Yes, too dark to see, so... we need to be able to turn the light on then if we're going to make this happen. If you at home have already found out this kind of thing, then please do let me know how you did it. Right. Also, I forgot to mention at the start of the video, there's a link down in the description below where you'll be able to download this game for yourselves. And there's a monster. That sounded came from outside. Right. Oh, we can run now. Can I run? Oh gosh, okay. So that was instantaneous. I wonder if running is actually a thing that we could avoid. Like if we run then that generates noise. I do wish that the player could be able to run through here because it's a little slow to get back to where you need to go in order to turn the generator on. Right, there's one. Small metal object, lovely. That's the first one. Right, we do have a little bit of vision here. Pile of trash. Okay, we found a key. More trash. Any more trash? Yeah, we'll use these lockers to traverse through these parts. So there aren't any lockers around. Oh, there's one locker there actually. Right. That key. Perhaps waiting here would be ideal, just so that we know where the monster is. Alas, it tries to trap me. Could be the case. No, we'll go through. We'll go through, and hopefully we won't meet it halfway through these parts. Oh, I think I just saw it. I think I saw like a sliver of it up there. We got all 4 keys. There's lots of patrol. Okay, cool. Use the keys. Lovely. Now let's just keep running. We can't run. We just have to walk up here through this mound of flesh, what it looks like. I mean, look all around us. It's all red and full of bubbles. Fleshy like. Now we're here. Is there gonna be a chase scene throughout all of this? This is really interesting actually, this game. It's really abstract in a way. Because it's like the characters themselves aren't really fully formed. And these worlds require cleansing in their own ways. Like, you could call it cleaning, but I would rather call it cleansing. Because trying to remove the doubts and the impurities out of each and every one of them. But still, clean is a good word, so I'm not going to argue with that one. Who? Who are you? Get a little closer, kid, so I can see you. I'm going to stay where I am. Suit yourself. Who are you? I am really blanked up. I'm here to help. Yeah. If I had a nickel every time I heard that, I'd have a lot of nickels. See, the type of people who say that stuff, well, they're not the type of people that did the same things I did. It's one of those takes one to know one sort of things. What did you go through? Why should I tell you? I guess you're the first other person I've ever seen in here. Maybe I owe you an explanation. I am, or was, a soldier. The kind where you had to shoot people. Yes. I can't even remember why I became one. I think because my dad was one, and his dad was one, and so on and so forth. God, I didn't even think. Maybe it was those games I played, the old ones, with the chips and chirps and the one-man armies who would overcome all odds to slaughter hundreds. I think you should already know, but it's not like that in real life. Exactly, yeah, it's not like that in real life. But people barely making by, fighting with scrap and determination against a force that shoved a boot down their throats. Well, they're ones we shot with high-powered explosive rounds miles away in the sky. But still, I found a way to justify things. They drew first blood. Look at all the cruel things they do. And on and on. Listen, do you know what we were told to do when a moving vehicle enters our sights? Go. Take pot shots of them. Ouch. We said that it was okay. They knew these roads were off limits. And we always promised to shoot at the ground in front of them. None of that was true. And do you want to know the worst thing? You're horrible. When I'd hit someone a mile away, going really fast, the guys next to me would pat me on the back and smile. Good job. It wasn't much different than a game. Except you're killing a real-life person rather than making an NPC have a different status when it respawns the next time you do that mission. And that was just the beginning. Shooting these drivers who were just trying to leave. It made the people there mad. I wonder why. So they threw rocks at us and then through explosives too. Yeah, capacitive explosive rocks were a bit of a saint. We responded by kidnapping nearly every man there in the middle of the night. After that, well, a friend of mine showed me a picture. In it, they had made a pyramid of... I'm not reading that. And they were standing behind them, smiling, taking a photo into my hand. I felt as if I was staring into hell itself. Even then, though, there was this part of me. This part of me that bubbled up from inside. Excuse me, it revealed in the suffering of these people, or rabbled. I felt they deserved it. What was inside of me? Was it a monster? No doubt. And it was beginning to split away. I felt I had no choice. I downed a bottle of liquid that made my throat burn and took a drive in a mountain. So you took a similar kind of medicine that Ellen forced Viola to take. That is the last thing I remember. Witch's house, by the way. It's no wonder then that I'm in a place like this. What about you, though? I've talked long enough. Feel like it's your turn. Why are you here? Look at you. That silent face. Do you even know? I know why I'm here. And what would that purpose of yours be? To help others. That is BS. The kind of people who are sent down here, that isn't their purpose. But listen, if you really want to help someone else, I have a favor to ask of you. Do you see that machine to my left? I don't know for sure, but I have a feeling that's been what... So, yeah, that's been what has kept me alive all this time. I don't like it here, so I would have shut the thing off a long time ago. However, as you may be able to see, I can't move around very much, so haven't really been able to do that. So, do you think you'll be able to shut the machine off? Let me move on to whatever's in store for me next. Of course, it's your choice, whether or not you want to let me exit this thing gracefully. I'm not really in a position to force your hand. Just do what you want. Do what you feel is right. That's another moral thing. Like, do you end their suffering, or do you prolong it in the hopes that something good will happen? That's not it. To your left, yep. I would like it if you could shut it off. Let me exit this thing gracefully. But I can't make you, I can't really do it myself. Do whatever you feel is right. This is really difficult, actually, doing this kind of thing. And for those of you in the hospital that would have to eventually go through this sort of thing where that said person has no more days left, it's like hours or minutes, not to actually shut the machine off, but to experience the person dying as if that person, not as if that person, but witness that person dying right there in front of you. That life there will soon become nothing more than just weight without life in it. Indescribable, but also really sorry. For it or for me? For it or for me? Turn the machine off? I mean, that allows the being to move on in a way, you know, being freed from this kind of prison. You may think to yourself, well, why can't you just do it? But it's a question of morality. Do you want to do it? Do you not want to do it? Or do you need to do it? Or do you feel that you don't need to do it? Thank you. Damn. And damn. Yeah, that felt bad. That felt quite bad, actually, I'm not gonna lie. And now we're gonna walk back through this fleshy hall of... Well, fleshy... hall of fleshiness. But also, do we have to interact with that monster again? Because I hope not. Unless, of course, that part of it dies as well. When the, because it mentioned about splitting. So that monster must be, like, all of the evil that was created while his time at the army was there. Sort of thing. It splitted off like a split personality. So everything that was contained with that particular kind of emotion just drove off to that sort of way. Also, are there many more halls here? Or is this literally just me being silly? And we've already gone through all this? Uncertain. Oh, that monster's there. I do miss it. Can I feel it? I don't know. No idea, my dude. I have indeed. Yes, I am still me. Leave me be. Other me. He must be gone now. Yep, that is correct. And that is why... Oh, we can't use those anymore. Okay. So if I were to keep him alive, then this would be a chase scene? Question mark? Can't go there again. So it would have to be this way. You have to go a long way around and not use the lockers. But I think I have helped it move on like the others. Although that was probably the most inhumane way of doing these sort of things. Hello. I see the monster has moved on. Listen, as you may already know, I am very willingly put you at great risk of losing life and limb just now. But, and this is a big but, I did it with good reason. See, you may think I'm some kind of lazy bum, but I was once a spring chicken like you, and back then, I tried to clean that damn painting myself. However, I soon reached a point where I knew that staying any longer would certainly result in my death. If that were to happen, who would be here to guide people along, save their game, and give them more encouragement? Nobody. And, look at where that choice brought me. You were able to get that poor soul to move on, and all with my help. Now, her name may still be very justifiably angry at me right now, and I want to assure you your feelings are valid. However, I think I know a way I can make it up to you. I'll tell you about the things I never tell anyone who steps foot in here. And that isn't just because you're the first one to survive a painting, mind you. Just give me a talking to if you're interested. Well, first things first, I would like the progression of one's game to be saved. Talk to me. Who are you? You're really making me think hard, pal. See, when someone walks in here, it's not like I know all about them. I have this feeling of what they did, their past, but it's just a feeling. Let me put it this way. Do you know when you wake up, you can remember your dream but only parts of it? That is true, definitely. You remember like images, fragments of it. And those parts, what you do remember, sometimes they can be real hazy. Yep, exactly. Well, it's like that. All I have is this collection of bits and bobs, and they're all muddled up. But I can try to make sense of them for you, because you're my friend. Well, let's see. You were a person who likes to figure out what's up from down. A detective, perhaps. Or maybe just someone who likes puzzles games. Indeed I do. You are always in for a good fright too. That's why we're playing a horror game. And you sort out things that were strange. That is all. That is all? Okay, who are you? And then the ending of that is all. Right. Pre-approved conversation topics. What your purpose is. Ah. The toughest question of them all. I don't even know what my purpose is, man. How am I going to know yours? Well, I guess I'm the one who put this down as a conversation topic. Exactly. And you are my friend now. I figure I do owe you at least an attempt at explaining this situation, this stuff. My guess is, your purpose isn't too different than those of the people you dealt with. See, how do I put this? Time is solid here. This place has a habit of keeping people still and silent, letting the days blend together. Until they are able to move on, that is. And while you think that you're different, I don't know. You very well might be in a standstill of your own. But I have an inkling that there's a way out of it, just like there was for the people in the paintings. And I also have an inkling that, well, you know exactly what to do next. What I'm saying is this, friend. If we don't see each other on the other side, I bid you farewell. I've had a hell of a time helping you out. Thank you. You'd have to put the word hell in there, thank you, dear being. Whatever creature you may be. You still have only 3 toes on your head, by the way. And 2 hands or arms. Right, this last one. What does this one have to present here? Yes, please. You recognize the painting very, very well. That's us. Just like before, a small voice seems to be calling to you from within. It says, the end. Well, that's about a good way to end this off. I really like this game. It's what you might call abstract in a way. So it's like a collection of different aspects here and there that don't really make a huge amount of sense, but you can still piece together something that could be a real life story. And Time is Solid here, it definitely is a title worthy of this place, because it seems like time is at a standstill and there's nothing really that is going on, but there's still stories to tell in their own aspects. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you can all have your own conclusions as well from the experience in which you watched. And thank you to the developers for making this game. This, for a little university project, really good. Thank you all so much for watching, and take care of yourselves.